All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? Before we get into this episode, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to NordVPN. You guys can use our affiliate link to sign up and get a NordVPN subscription today. You can use NordVPN to browse the internet privately, safely, and securely. It allows you even to unblock streaming services in other countries. If you use our affiliate link, you can sign up now for a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee where you save 70% on a $3.50 a month plan for 3 years. You can connect up to 6 devices simultaneously, and NordVPN is available on whatever platform you desire: Windows, iOS, Android, everything. I use it myself. I'm a big fan, so go ahead and check out that. The link should be in all of our descriptions. You can find it on our website as well, and that is that. All right. Let's do it. You ready?
Let's do it.
I don't want to get caught drinking beer on TikTok live. Ugh, Twitch doesn't care, I don't think.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. All righty, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Going the Distance podcast. My name is Ryan Bunnell, and alongside me is Elijah Span. Today is July 28th. I just had to do a double check. I got my days all mixed up. But we are live on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Periscope now. This is our second time doing that. Hopefully that's working out. I'm pretty sure we can still see your comments and everything on there. So we appreciate whoever's tuning in from whatever platform. But make sure you guys check out our website. You see it at the bottom there, www.gtdsports.com. You can follow us on all of our social medias at GTD_sports. Other than our TikTok is at GTDsports.com. Follow our personal accounts. I'm over at Ryan Bunnell 8, and Elijah just recently changed his username to at ElijahSpan19. Last but not least, make sure to subscribe to the GTD Sports newsletter at the bottom of our website, where you can subscribe to get all episodes emailed to you so you don't miss out on anything. All right, I think that's that. How are we feeling this week, Elijah?
I'm feeling pretty awesome, actually.
Oh, so, why is that? Why is that?
I got a couple of good things. I mean, nothing is concrete yet, but I got a job offer, and I think I'm going to take it. But I don't want to say where, or I don't say with who, because, you know, I haven't officially accepted it yet. So I don't want to, just in case, whatever.
Yeah, secret.
Be careful. I mean, it's probably fine. And then, so are we doing highlight, low light right now, or?
Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's start with highlight, low light.
Okay, so highlight of the week, Battlefield 2042 is coming out, and it's going to be awesome. Did you see the trailer for it? Are you?
I did not.
Okay, so
I'm not usually a big Battlefield guy.
So I haven't been I've played a couple of entries. Like I played Battlefield 4 a little bit, and I played Battlefield 1. And I've always liked them, but this Battlefield 2042 trailer looks sick. And the way they're setting it up, like there's this new game mode called I can't remember what it's called. It starts with a P. But it's like a squad. You can do like a squad of 4 of soldiers set in the timeline of 2042 against a squad of 32 of soldiers set in 1942.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but anyway, like the game looks sick, and I'm looking forward to it because I haven't found an online game to really sink my teeth into since. I haven't really found a game to sink my teeth into since Warzone during the pandemic. So I'm really excited.
Well, yeah, everybody was into Warzone whenever the pandemic first started, dude. I remember my days just grinding. Like Plunder was my favorite game mode. Yeah. So COVID first hit.
Yeah. So good looks there. And then low light of the week, Joey Gallo just got traded. So that sucks.
Yeah, we'll probably add that to Love It or Loathe It as well. But yeah, dude, it seems like the Yankees, bro. The Yankees are always getting our guys, man. A-Rod and now Joey Gallo.
It's
a little bit different, but it's still tough.
A little bit different. I mean, and I wanted to, if we traded him, I wanted to follow him and root for him wherever he went. But him going to the Yankees makes it kind of hard. So that sucks. And he's like literally, like, not only do I love him as my favorite Ranger, he's been my favorite Ranger for the past 5 years. But he's also man. I love him as he's like an awesome guy too. He's one of like 4 athletes that I follow on social media. Like I follow him, Dak, Tom Brady, and of course KD on Twitter. Like,
dude, oh my, KD's a menace, bro.
He's an elite company of like athletes that I really like. So
fair enough.
Sucks.
Yeah, it is tough to see. I saw too, he gave a little post-game speech in his last game or recent game at least, where he was like, you know, I don't want to say it, but if this is the last time, like, thank you to all the Ranger fans and everything. It was kind of sad, but yeah, it was coming. There have been a lot of rumors for the last few weeks, and he's been rumored with the Yankees especially. But I'm going to switch over. My highlight of the week, this isn't really sports related, but I went to the casino and I actually walked away as a winner.
No way.
Yeah, I actually won some money.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I
don't know what happened. It wasn't anything crazy. I went in with about 300 and I left with like 250. Like bonus. Like so like like 550 total.
Oh, so you almost doubled.
I almost doubled, yeah.
No, that's good.
I'll take
that. A major win.
Dude, especially because one of them, bro, my group, we were getting pizza and then everybody else was eating and I was done. And I'm like, all right, well, while I wait on you guys, I'm gonna play this slot right here. And I put in 88 cents and I hit for $150. And I'm like,
no way.
Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy.
No, that's crazy. I've been in the casino with dudes that I've lost, friends that I went with that lost like $3,000 in cash.
Dude. Oh.
And like $600. So like that's a huge win.
Dude, I couldn't imagine that, bro. Like I would just stop myself eventually.
Oh, this kid was retarded. I went to high school with him and what he did is he's really good with cars, and so he like bought like a piece of shit junker and fixed it up and then sold it for $3,000 cash.
And then just took it all to the casino.
And then so I guess that same day that he sold it, it was my other buddy's birthday, and we were planning on going to WinStar. He's like, "Fuck it, like I have this $3,000 cash with me. I'll just take it with me to WinStar." Like just didn't even think twice about it. And then sure enough, like we all left. He was like, "I'm gonna stay. I'm down a little bit." And then we go 9 a.m. the next morning. He's still there on the slot machine. And we were like, yo, Josh, what happened?
Wait, at what time?
9 a.m. the next morning.
Oh, my God, dude.
And he goes, it's all gone.
No.
Like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, like I'm fucked. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Dude, was he on this? How much was he on the slot, though?
I don't even know. We were kind of all over the place at first. I got really drunk. So like we went to like the blackjack tables. He might've played poker. He was doing a lot of like the bull run, the Buffalo slots. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He's doing a lot of those. Oh dude, the funniest thing though is after he lost $3,000, as we're walking out on one of the slot machines, this lady wins like $5,000.
Oh,
and we're just standing there, just watching her, just going up and up and up, and I'm just looking at him, just like the death and defeat and pain in his eyes is just like, and I couldn't help but laugh because he's an idiot. So,
well, whenever I was there, bro, I swear I saw multiple people that had like over $1,000 of credit in one slot at a time, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what do you think is gonna happen, huh? Like, what?
Just chain ripping cigs.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
It's a wonderful place.
Every time I go, I mean, that was only like my second time at WinStar. And so every time I go to a casino, bro, I'm just blown away by the amount of people that are there on a daily basis, like for hours upon hours at a time.
Oh, it's called gambling addiction for a reason. There's a hotline for a reason, man.
Yeah, bro, like I went on a Sunday and I was like, yeah, I won't be that busy. Nope. They didn't even have $5 minimum tables because it was so busy.
No shit.
Only $10 minimums. Hey, but I don't care, bro. I won.
Yeah,
chilling.
Yeah, for real. Wow. Well, good for you.
I would have lost quicker though with that $10 minimum. But yeah, okay. Well, that was my highlight. Low light. I have two low lights. I couldn't really decide. So one is that Apple sucks ass, and I'm locked out of our fucking GTD Apple account. So that's fun. We'll update the podcast on there soon. But Olympic schedule, this is probably my real low light of the week. The Olympic schedule sucks. Like, I get it. It's in Japan. We can't really do anything about it. But, bro, I'm tired of, like, the other day I woke up in the morning, found out Katie Ledecky lost, found out USA softball lost on a walk-off home run, found out the USA gymnastics got silver. It was just like, just all this shit hitting at once. And I just wish we could, like, actually really get to watch it live for the most part, because most of these events are happening like 4 a.m.
Yeah, and like in 2016 Rio, it wasn't like that. I think it was only like a 2 hours difference maybe from us. And then in London, I don't remember, but I remember in like 2008, like Twitter wasn't really a thing, and like social media and all that. So we experienced that on prime time, even though it happened like 12 hours ago.
Yeah,
together.
that's true.
So,
I
like,
guess.
this
Yeah,
kind of
that's true. Because Twitter is a lot of spoilers and everything, especially if you're subscribed to like a lot of these reporters and stuff. But yeah, it's not as fun to watch it live. I mean, I guess I know some people that can record games and then go back and watch them like no problem. But so I don't know if that's just me, but I have a hard time watching sports whenever they're not live. And I know the Olympics is the Olympics. It's like it's a whole spectacle in of itself, but still, I don't know why I just can't get past the fact that this already happened. I'm not seeing it. I don't know.
You know what sucks too? Is
Hmm.
no fans.
Yeah.
No fans sucks.
I don't know what it is, but this Olympics just feels like kind of dry. I don't know what it is. Like it hasn't been marketed very well. There's not a lot of hype leading up to it. I don't know what it is, but it definitely just doesn't seem as I don't know, just as hyped up as even 2016 Rio.
Maybe that's because like it's in an off year, like it was postponed a year. I don't know. The whole vibes on it are just kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with you too. It just feels kind of off. It doesn't feel. Maybe it's because we're not leading in gold right now, and it feels like we suck. Like I thought, like I was like, oh man, we're terrible. And then I looked at it at the medal count. I was like, oh, we're second or third in gold.
I think we're second right now. Ooh,
we're second now. Okay, but then like first overall in medal count. I was like, why am I mad? Why am I angry?
It seems like we're not doing that good, but I mean, of course, we're the United States.
Probably because I feel like every time I watch, like Katie Ledecky finished 5th. She didn't even medal.
That was just one event, though. Yeah, it was just one event.
Well, and then she got silver against that Australian swimmer Titmus. She's electric. Wow.
Dude, she's been going off. Yeah.
Reagan Smith, who got an Olympic record in the trial for the 200-meter backstroke, got silver against a different Australian. So that sucked. I also bet on her, so that wasn't fun.
Dude, I was gonna put like all of my money on Ledecky in the 200. I'm glad I didn't. I backed out last minute.
Yeah, that was a good call.
She got gold in the 1500 though, right?
She got gold in the 1500. Yeah, but she was a lock to win that. So I don't even think there was like I didn't even see an option to bet on it.
No, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Some of those, with some of those Olympic stuff, like I've seen him talk about it. Like on one, it was a race. It's like a 400-meter race or something, and literally the announcers before it started was like, "This is a race for second place." Like the guy is some Hungarian guy, like he's gonna win first no matter what. And sure enough, he won.
Yeah.
So like with some of them, it's just like some people are just so much better than everyone else.
Yeah, a lot of the odds are so skewed that it's not even like I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about whenever I want to gamble on, I don't know, like handball or something. I don't know who to actually pick, but some of the lines are just such big favorites that it's not even fun. Like,
I agree too, but it's kind of like because like I want to gamble on it because like when in Rome, you know.
Yeah, it's the Olympics. You got to gamble on it.
But at the same time, like we don't know anything, and the odds are so fucked. Like, so it's kind of in between a rock and a hard place. But that's why you bet on like to win it all, I guess. So I think the one I watched like half of a Spain handball game, and I noticed that they looked really good, and so I bet on them to win their group. So
dude, handball has probably been my favorite sport to watch this year. I don't know what it is, but it's electric. It's just fun to watch. I don't really get what's happening entirely, but I want to know what's happening. And I'm kind of picking up on it. I mean, it's like there's like a penalty shot like soccer. So in that sense, it's normal. I don't know. It's just weird. Like there's like 7 people standing around a ring at one time.
It's kind of dumb.
It is kind of dumb.
I would never consider watching it if it wasn't on the Olympics.
Oh well, yeah, definitely.
But since it's the Olympics, like I'm for it.
Yeah, 100%. And I wonder where are the handball leagues in the world? Like, is that a thing?
Europe.
I guess, bro.
Gotta be.
Dude,
that's like
so
kind of like volleyball. I was watching volleyball, U.S. men's volleyball, and apparently there's like a huge following for volleyball in Europe and Asia.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they were talking about all the American players. Like, that's his teammate over in Europe. They played in France together or something. I was like,
that's weird. I don't
apparently
understand.
Like Real Madrid and like fucking Spanish.
Yeah, well, I know like Real Madrid and Barcelona have like basketball clubs too. So
apparently they got volleyball clubs too.
Dude, I guess they're just a whole lot. I don't understand that shit, dude. Like it's like a cult, bro. All the Olympic sports. It's weird. It's kind of
Yeah.
like just out there separate from everything
Because
else.
they're just like they have such a small community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they kind of get festered into it. So I feel like that has a lot to do with it because and this is really their time to shine. This is the only time where people, other than like a very small percentage of people, pay attention to their sport.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely guilty of that. I don't pay
Oh,
attention
yeah.
to any
And
of these ones. Yeah.
Even swimming, which is probably the most popular Olympic sport the past
Probably
15 years because of Phelps.
Ryan Lochte, even.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who's this guy right now? It's something Ryan. Is the American that's
Presley.
really good. Well, Caleb Presley's really good, and then I think it's Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy.
Yes,
He had got like 3 medals in Rio. Yeah, he's pretty good too.
So, but even then, like in between Olympics, like I do not know. I have no clue what's going on in that sport.
What about let's switch gears a little. What do you think about the gymnastics situation? Simone Biles and everything. So it was like, announced that originally she withdrew from injuries, but then it was later that she withdrew for mental health reasonings.
So
there's a lot of conflicting opinions going around Twitter, and people are pressed about it. Like people are getting really angry at people for what they're saying about it, and it's like I'm kind of scared, bro. I'm treading on thin ice right now.
So I'm conflicted on how I should feel about it because I kind of go both ways. A part of me is like, wow, Simone Biles has definitely shown that she can be mentally tough because she's apparently won things with like broken toes, a kidney stone. She is a survivor of sexual assault from Larry Nassar. Do you know who that is?
Fuck that dude, bro.
Yeah, probably the most garbage human being in history.
Yeah,
so she's shown she can be mentally tough. And so it really makes me wonder what the hell is going on and why. Because another part of me is kind of like she quit.
That was my initial reaction, and like exactly what you said. I don't know what's going on. We don't know the full story. I mean, a mental health reasoning is a very vague expression or terminology to describe the situation. So we're not really going to know the whole story, and we probably never will. That being said, though, I was immediately thinking if this were LeBron James, it would not go well. But I don't want to like knock her because I don't know what's happening, so I don't want to like be mad at her for stop. I don't know, man. It's just like I said, it's hard. Ice,
We're treading water right now.
Yeah, we are.
But I want to make a point. When Kyrie Irving took his little sabbatical last year, the media fucking thrashed him, including us, talking about how much of a clown he was and he didn't have his head straight. And he took basically what was a mental health break. And the media fiercely attacked him. And Simone Biles does it, and all of a sudden everybody praises her. So what does that say about how this country views men's mental health versus women's mental health? And I think that's kind of fucked up.
That is an excellent point. I mean, yeah, like I don't want to, undermine what's happened with Simone at all. I mean, mental health is important no matter what, but you're right. I think that's a great point. Like the way that men's mental health is viewed in the media, especially is pretty skewed. So that was my original thought, was kind of like, how would the media react if this was a completely different athlete, like a LeBron James or say Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? Like, could you imagine if Tom Brady sat out a quarter just because he was feeling like overwhelmed? Like, and I get that happens. I get these athletes are humans. They are 100% normal people, and they shouldn't be treated as just athletes or spectacles or anything. And that's why the mental health matters. But if you're an Olympic athlete, you train 4 years for this. This is what you do. This is your career. Like, I just don't really understand what's stopping you from pushing through, or like, because that's what you do. You know what I mean? That's literally what you do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she didn't have the greatest start to the Olympics. She had some, like, I guess, fault. She was still Simone Biles, but then she had didn't have some great landings, I guess.
But her difficulty is like way harder than anybody else's.
For sure. But that was like, that's what they were saying, is like, she was like, well, she wasn't on top of her game, basically.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's why, and she sucked more. Maybe she's just like, I don't know. A part of me wants to be like, well, maybe she just thinks that she sucks and can't handle the pressure that she puts on herself, or maybe she's just like, I'm gonna the conspiracy theory side of my brain, which is mostly wrong most of the time, is like maybe she just thinks that she sucks right now and she's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna quit and say that I'm doing this for mental health and people will love me and not hate me for being a quitter. That's probably not, but that thought did get through my mind. But that's, like I said, that's
I see where you're coming from, but yeah, probably, I don't know, probably not. I don't know.
It's hard to say. I'm sure she'll probably come out in like 3 months of why she did this, because everyone comes out publicly with everything nowadays, especially on something of this magnitude. Like, people are going to want to know.
Yeah, she probably will eventually, but yeah, I don't know. That's tough because she really.
And a part of me too, like how I want to feel about this is like, what kind of message? And I think one really important part of the Olympics is like how it inspires the young generation of kids to be. And like, what does this say? Is this a good thing for kids or is this a bad thing?
That's tough. Yeah.
Is it, you know, is it okay to quit, or is it like, because it's kind of that line of like, okay, do I not give up and I keep going, or do you need to know when enough is enough? And it's obviously both, but it's just kind of like, what message is this sending?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. This is a really tough scenario.
It's really tough because I go both ways. I go like, well, you don't know what's going on. At the same time, it's like, why? Why did you?
Yeah. Why did you
straight up in the Olympics? Like, not saying I'm not going to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, like somebody take my spot.
You were in Japan competing, and you're like, yeah, man, mental health just can't do it. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's really confusing. And of all the athletes, though, I was very surprised that it would have been Simone Biles, you know, because she has, like you said, accomplished all those things, overcome all that adversity. But she has gotten full support. I mean, all of her teammates, they don't seem to be upset with her at all.
Well, it would probably be career suicide to be upset with her publicly.
Yeah, it's true. And then I forget her name, but it's like the all-time famous U.S. gymnast from like the 90s. She competed, got a gold, and got carried off to the podium with a broken ankle.
I know you're talking about.
You know, yeah, I forgot her name, but she obviously went through some shit in the Olympics. She literally broke her fucking ankle and won a gold on it. And she tweeted and said, like, what a queen or something like that. Like, you have my full support with like a goat emoji. So, yeah. I mean, I think it's set in stone, though. She's a goat. She's the goat. I mean, it's it's kind of like, that's another thing that makes me go like the other way on this, the less socially acceptable way, I guess, is that, like, you know, she had rhinestones of goats on her thing at the Worlds not too long ago. And it's kind of like, you know, if you're going to do that, but then you're going to quit in the middle of a competition, like, what's going on? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's probably something more serious that we would be expecting. I mean, I would just assume it has to be something serious.
Seriously.
Yeah. No, it has to be something really bad. But I don't know. That being said, all love to Simone Biles. I mean, she's amazing. Like we said, she is the GOAT. So, I mean, I hope everything is all okay with her. But it was, it was just sad to see us with the silver in the team competition. Yeah. She also dropped out of individual.
Yeah, she did. I just wish she made the decision before the Olympics started.
Yeah.
And gave somebody else a spot, really. But it is what it is. You know, it happens. It happens. Maybe, hopefully, this turns out to be a positive thing for society, and it really makes us question a lot what goes on. But I don't know. It's something that's definitely worth debating in my mind.
I do too. Which it's weird though,
psychologists.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, for sports psychology, that's definitely something to look into. But I think also, I don't like. You know, like we said, we're treading water right now. We're on thin ice, just even talking about it. I don't like that. I don't like that this kind of stuff, like, people need to be scared to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think some of
the second somebody goes against Simone, like, they get flamed up. I don't know.
I think some of that has to do with, like, most of the people that are speaking out against her is like the Clay Travises of the world. And it immediately, it's like, oh, you're a fucking bigot and this and that. And it's like,
there's a way to go about it.
Yeah. But it's like, me and you aren't, and we still want to be like, well, maybe that's something that we should consider what happened. But
it's just tough.
It's hard to talk in today's world, man. You got to say all the right things.
Yeah, it's tough.
So, it's tough. It's
tricky
tough.
Situation.
Really.
All right, let's switch gears though. Let's move on from Olympics to something a little bit more lighthearted. Aaron Rodgers seems to be back in Green Bay. Looks like he's going to be playing for the 2021 season. He reported to training camp a couple days ago. What's your thoughts on that? I know you're hype about Rodgers.
So, I guess it's really hard to think of like, holy shit, like he got what he wanted. Basically,
he did basically.
It's getting like the best of both worlds for him and the Packers, because he's going to come back and he's going to be back for 1 year, I guess, and it's coming back on his terms. So the Packers basically caved to him and are catering, giving him concessions, voiding his last year on the contract, and now he's going to get what he wants, which is just like, wow. Good for him. And Davante Adams, too. Davante Adams, I guess, is fed up with the Packers front office, and this is going to be both of their last years with the Packers.
Yeah, I saw Davante Adams said in an interview that he deserves to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league. What do you think about that?
He probably deserves it. Yeah, he's fucking good. So
if you were like an NFL owner, or I guess starting a new NFL franchise, and you had to build around one wide receiver, would you rather have Davante Adams or DeAndre Hopkins? It's tough.
That's so tough because it depends on how you want to build your offense.
Personally, I'm going with Hopkins.
I mean, Hopkins can just catch anything his way. He's not a burner, but I mean, you could just throw it up to him and he's got it.
He has speed, but you're right, not like a burner.
Yeah.
Adams is a bit more all around.
I'm trying to think who I'd pick outside of those two guys.
I think Hop is number one in the league.
D-Hop is number one in the league.
I think it's debatable for sure, but I don't know. Best hands, whatever he calls himself.
I mean, he does. He's got the best hands.
Probably.
100%. But no, I mean, Adams, I mean, he's right to think in that way that he should be the highest paid receiver in the league. He performed like it last year. And like he's had such a revolution too. I mean, did you see his second year in the league? He was like rated as like the worst wide receiver, and now he's rated as the best wide receiver.
Oh, I didn't realize that. No,
yeah,
I know he's 99 overall now. Yeah, D-Hop got a 98 overall in Madden.
Well, I'm not even talking about Madden. I'm talking about like the Pro Football Focus sort of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
well, that's more important than fucking Madden. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a comment that says Tyreek Hill is up there. Yeah, I wouldn't. If I was building a team around a receiver, I wouldn't pick a 5'10" speedy slot guy that can run the jet sweep. That just wouldn't be my first go-to for a receiver.
Tyreek Hill is also not the greatest route runner. He's mostly just he's all athlete.
Yeah,
he's just 100% an athlete. So that's kind of the thing there.
I still think he's a top 5 receiver right now, though.
Yeah. And I really wonder how good Tyreek would be without Pat Mahomes too. Throw it up, because like Pat Mahomes is the only. Think about it, how fast Tyreek is. I mean, Pat is really the only guy that can get the ball to him that fast, that far, or that far, that fast.
I mean, to an extent, yeah, but Tyreek was doing all right before Patrick Mahomes, took over and everything.
Yeah, but he
didn't excel until now. But what do you think though? This means though for the Packers. Do you think they're gonna make a push, the final push with the dynamic duo, and make it to the Super Bowl?
So I've thought about that. It's kind of like, yeah, they say they're gonna try, or as soon as they face some hardship, him and Rodgers are just gonna be like, well, we're not gonna be here next year. Fuck this. We're gonna get paid either way.
That's true.
So it's kind of like,
but this may be like Rodgers' last chance to get another ring.
That's true too. So that's another thing. It's like, well, these guys are competitors. They're going to go out there and try and win.
Yeah.
And I think in Aaron Rodgers' mind, he'd be like, it'd be the ultimate fuck you if I can just win a Super Bowl, get the Packers the worst draft position possible, and fucking get my way out of there.
Yeah, that would be, honestly. He seems like he's still pretty fed up with them. There was one post conference where he took a few shots at the front office, like just openly.
Yeah. He had a press conference today and just went off on him. So
Yeah, that's an interesting relationship. I don't know what that's going to look like this next year, but we got a comment that says similar vibe to top prospects in the last year of college. Yeah, honestly, he's kind of acting like a Kentucky basketball player, one and done type shit, you know?
That's true. He's just kind of like, I'm here, and if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. This will definitely be one of the top 3 storylines to follow all year.
Oh, for sure. And of course, ESPN's going to eat that shit up. Bleacher Report, everybody's going to eat it up because it's Aaron Rodgers, bro.
And it's good. I mean, it's good content. They're going to be good. It's like, and it's worthy of this. It's not like ESPN sucking Zion's dick just because they want him to be the future.
Yeah, or like Fernando Tatis, anytime he throws a fucking ground out to first base. Oh my God.
The MLB Instagram page is on another level.
Dude, their TikTok literally just takes Vladimir Guerrero, Fernando Tatis. They love him, bro.
You're forgetting Shohei from the back.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's all 3 of them, bro.
All 3 of them there. So this is definitely going to be like probably personally my favorite storyline to follow outside of the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited
for that too. I think, and everybody likes following Rodgers. I mean, he's arguably one of the top 3 quarterbacks of all time. So I mean, who doesn't want to know what's going on with him?
It's true. So
my big storyline I'm following is if Joe Burrow can stay fucking healthy, but that's a conversation for another day.
We're getting there though. Training camps have started. It's officially NFL season.
Dude, I'm so hyped, bro. I can
finally start talking about football again without trying to really force minuscule off-season stuff.
Yeah.
So ever since the draft, it's just been barren. So I'm really excited for that. I fucking love football so much. I'm going to watch so much. I literally didn't take a job that offered me a position because they wanted me to work on weekends and I couldn't watch football.
Dude, that would be miserable.
Yeah. I'm like,
it just wouldn't be fun.
No, that is my sanctuary.
It's my safe place. You don't understand.
It's my safe place. That's literally my safe place. I'm going to see what I can do about like setting up a man cave in my apartment and just having like all kinds of screens set up. Oh yeah, I'm going to be a bachelor. Dude,
I kind of have that in my room. I got 2 TVs and then my desktop. So like during the season, I got 3 games going on.
No, I'm going to have that shit except in my fucking living room.
Just have all the TVs as possible.
I'm going to live by myself, dude. I'm going to go balls out. Like I'm going to have
nobody to tell you no.
Yeah, no, just me. What's my dog going to say?
Yeah, well, yeah, just watch the screens and entertainment.
Watch the screen, Mac.
We should probably do like next week. I'd be down to do like a divisional preview or something, bro. I think that'd be fun. I guess we kind of already made our picks for divisions, but we'll do more preseason stuff for sure because we're getting closer.
Warming up.
All right, now it's time. I think it's about that time to do our movie draft. We tweeted it out before the episode. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. And by all, I mean the 3 people that are watching right now. It's the sports movie draft. We got Cole Markey and Will Kernigan coming on. Did I say that right? Will Kernigan?
Yep.
Let's go, baby. Got you, Will. All right. We'll be back in just a few seconds, and we're going to add our guests. And we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We have a snake draft set up where we're going to be taking turns drafting sports movies, basically. We're going to do 5 rounds, 5 movies each, and we'll let you guys determine who has the best sports movie roster when it's all said and done. So we'll be back in just a second with our guests. All right, boys, how are we doing?
Great.
Good. Y'all ready to draft some sports movies?
I've been waiting all day.
I got a list ready just in case one of you fuckers takes my movies.
Do you want to go ahead and do you guys? Brian set up a draft order before this, or we could do ask Siri to pick 1 on 100 and we all pick numbers. And the closest.
That's already set.
Okay.
I randomized it. So right now we have Cole going first, then Elijah, then me, then Will. I'm sorry, Will, but is what it is. All right, I'm gonna pull up. We have a little bit of a visual. I don't know if this is gonna work with 4 people, so that'll be something to test out right now. Let's see if we can do this. Chrome tab sports movie draft.
Hey,
Oh, hey, let's go. It's a little bit not centered, but hey, it'll do for now.
it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Is that zoomed in a little bit more?
Yeah, looks good. All right, Cole.
All righty, y'all ready?
For the very first pick in the sports movie draft.
Cole, you're on mute right now.
Dumbass.
No, you're good, bro.
You're still on mute.
Still on mute, my guy.
Oh my god, it's like the first Zoom class all over again.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, this is tough for me because I'm a comedy guy, so like sports comedy is like really good for me. But I had to be smart and choose the best movie, the sports movie I've seen, regardless of if it made me laugh the most or whatever. So I'm gonna go with Remember the Titans.
Ooh.
Okay. First
Because Denzel Washington is my favorite actor, like of all time, basically. And I think it's just like the best movie, the best story, the best. Like I thought the ending was obviously amazing, and it showed me what sports was about. So combine all those factors together, I think that's the sports movie that I've seen for sure. It got me. It was definitely an emotional movie at the end for sure, and it made me feel the best like about sports and the reason why everyone loves sports. So
that's a classic.
Yeah,
that's a classic.
Yep.
Okay, so with my pick,
Don't do it, Joe.
Will knows what I'm gonna go for because Will definitely wants this movie. I think this is the best sports movie of all time myself. It blends in a little bit of drama with a little bit of comedy itself, and I'm going with Bull Durham for the second overall pick.
Sure.
Okay.
It's probably the best depiction of minor league baseball we will ever see in a movie ever. Susan Sarandon is a dime, and it's probably the most quotable baseball movie of all time. He pitches like he fucks all over the place.
And it's super accurate with like how pitchers and catchers relationships are too.
Yeah, pitchers and catchers. I mean, everything about this movie is baseball in its most purest form. It's the best. So
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh my god,
I need to. All right, this is tough. You guys didn't take either one of my first options, so I mean, we all probably have different opinions. So I guess first round is probably just up for grabs, but this is my all-time favorite sports movie. I grew up playing basketball, so I got to go with the basketball movie. My boy Sam L. Jackson, one of the best actors of all time. I'm going with Coach Carter. Knock it down easy. I hope you guys have all seen that.
Of course.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, easily.
It's my number one pick.
I had it on my board, but it was going to be a later round pick.
All right, so this is my turn.
Yeah, up to you, Will.
All right, well, I am like Cole. I like comedy a lot more, but since I got two picks, I'm going to go with comedy first. I'm like Cole. I'm going to pick as my first pick Major League.
Okay.
I love Major League. It's just purely funny, and that's why I love it. And like I had to like watch it a bunch with my dad because my dad loves that movie too. So I've seen it way too many times to count. So that's gonna be my first pick for sure.
All right, you're up next again. We're doing a snake draft. So
yeah, sweet. So now I feel like I got to pick something serious, which is kind of hard. But I think I'm gonna go with Miracle as my number.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think that one would have gotten taken until the later rounds, maybe.
What? Dude, Miracle's amazing. What are you talking?
It's a great movie. I'm not gonna say anything against it. I just thought that it would have gone later.
No, I love that movie, man. Like it's team spirit, promotes team spirit, and that one Kurt Russell, and it's great. Even though it doesn't even look like Kurt Russell because he's got that weird haircut, but it's still great.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch gears. I'm going comedy this time. Another famous actor, Adam Sandler.
You fucker.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Wait, I don't know actually. Hey, he has multiple sports movies, so hold on. And I'll just say it with a quote, and you guys will know it. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks.
Waterboy.
Waterboy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So,
No,
that was a good pick, Ryan. But you failed to pick the best Adam Sandler sports movie.
This was on my list as well. I already know where you're going.
You failed to pick the best Adam Sandler sports movie in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is my number 2 pick. My second pick. 100%. It's what gave Adam Sandler his career. It has the, I think, in my opinion, it's better than Billy Madison.
I do too. Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, putting with a hockey stick. It's inspired golfers over the year. Me and Will went golfing the other day. What'd Logan do when he sank a putt?
Yeah.
Shooter.
Shooter.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Iconic. Sad to see it off the board, though. All right, Cole, you're up next. What you got?
So I will go. There's a lot of good choices here, obviously. Still, I could go a lot of ways, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Dodgeball, actually.
No.
Because I mean, it's just so iconic in so many ways. I think Vince Vaughn is definitely one of the best actors for sure.
He's underrated.
He is. I mean, he was been in a lot of movies. So I will go with Dodgeball. I mean, because the so many iconic lines, and it also has a good message that because he comes back in the championship, he quit, and then I also think Lance Armstrong in the airport is one of the funniest things I've ever seen when he's talking to Vince Vaughn. So that for that reason, Dodgeball.
That's a good pick. My favorite part is whenever they're like, as long as we have Patches, we can do anything with Patches O'Houlihan, and they turn around and he gets fucking crushed by a Vegas sign. Like, this shit's so funny, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey, you're up next.
You're back to back.
Oh man. Okay. I will go.
Dude, there's so many good sports movies, man. It's tough.
I thought for sure some of mine that I like more would get taken, but you guys went with other ones, so that's good for me because I have a lot of movies I could choose from. I'll go with Rocky just because it's just
iconic.
Kind of talk about putting boxing in the spotlight, and getting a lot of attention on boxing. So, and obviously Sylvester Stallone is played the role perfectly. So,
he is Rocky. He is Rocky.
Exactly. And I mean, he was in Creed too. So, for that, I mean, he was good in that as well. So, just in terms of it's just a good series in general. Rocky,
can't go wrong with any of the Rocky movies.
All right. So I'm going to go with another fighting movie as well. I'm going to go with The Fighter with Marky Mark and Christian Bale. Christian Bale probably gives the performance, one of the best performances I've ever seen in a movie, of him as the crackhead brother. That's such a good movie, dude. And I think it could be argued it's probably the best fighting movie of all time. There could be an argument made for it. And of course, yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat the iconicness of Rocky, but it's up there, man. Fighters is definitely one of my favorite movies, not just in sports, but just hands down. So I think this is a solid third pick.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Marky Mark, bro. All right, this is tough. A few of my picks have been taken. I was really looking forward to Happy Gilmore or Dodgeball. That was going to be my next pick. This is tough. I don't know if I want to go with another comedy, but I think I'm going to go with, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to go with, this was a very iconic movie from my childhood. It's part of the only reason that I consider myself a baseball fan at all today. And I'm going to go with Angels in the Outfield. I think that's a slept-on classic.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Dude, it's old one. It's an old one.
Really? I thought you were about to go Sandlot.
No, yeah. I used to own Angels in the Outfield on the VHS and shit, man. I used to watch that all the time.
Wow.
Good story too.
Good movie. Yeah.
All right, Will.
I'm gonna go with The Blind Side. Sandra Bullock, my girl Sandy.
That's what I was debating, man, for my last one.
Love that movie. And then right off the bat, I already know what was this, my fourth pick?
You're going back to back?
Yeah,
Yep.
You're going back to back.
Poker counts as a sport. Am I wrong or no? Yeah.
Poker is a sport.
If you want to go there.
We'll put in limits.
Rounders?
Rounders. You guys ever seen the movie Rounders?
Hell yeah,
I have
I've seen
not.
Rounders.
All right,
Rounders is so good.
It's got Edward Norton and Matt Damon, and it's phenomenal.
So what
It's a
what is
poker
it if it's about poker? Like how does what's the storyline per se?
So, like, Matt Damon is just like this genius at poker, and his buddy that he grew up with, Edward Norton, is like this. He's great at poker too, but he's like a criminal, and he gets caught cheating a lot in it, counting cards or like playing with a partner and cheating. And they finally get out. Edward Norton gets out of prison, and they get like this just caught up back in the poker life, and Matt Damon just keeps having to come to bail him out. And eventually, he goes and plays this like the greatest underground poker player to like, and he bets all the money left in his bank account he has in order to pay off all the debts that Edward Norton made for him. And like the scene of him playing with the end is amazing. So yeah, if you haven't seen Rounders, go check it out. It's amazing.
I may have to.
Yeah,
I always love a good casino movie.
yeah, and I love Edward Norton too.
All right, back to me. This is harder than I thought it would be. I like because once you make these decisions, they're final, bro. You know, I wanna have a better roster than y'all. And I don't know, they're all looking pretty good right now. Let's see. I don't know if I want to go with another comedy or another serious movie.
It's tough.
That is really tough. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna go with I'm sorry, Elijah. I know you want this one. Ricky Bobby. I'm taking Talladega Nights.
Sorry.
I count it as a sports
Wait.
movie.
If I had known that we were counting as a sports movie, I might have picked that as my number one pick. That movie's hilarious.
Dude, it's all about NASCAR. 100%
NASCAR,
sports
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I just didn't think of it that way, but yeah, you're right.
Oh man, you picked Rounders.
Yeah, like if Talladega Nights is a sports movie.
I mean, no, I'm saying. I mean,
You don't think
it's
of Will
okay.
Ferrell. You don't think of Will Ferrell as a sports movie, so like I just
Yeah,
didn't.
but like,
I
Same
should
with
have.
Adam Sandler. I mean,
I should have, but I didn't. So
all right,
fair
it's
enough.
okay.
my mistake.
Okay, wow. I've been really debating this. So I'm gonna go with the kid that has inspired every single chant for any walk-on in college football history. I'm gonna go with the Golden Boy, Sean Astin. Rudy is my fourth choice.
Good pick. I like that. I like that a lot.
Lay down the jersey for him.
No complaints there. All right, cool.
So I'm gonna actually go with Blades of Glory. I think.
Oh, I was wondering if that was gonna get taken.
I mean, it's the only like skating related thing I feel like I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know if there is any other
so-
skating movies.
And the Iron Lotus is just that's such an icon, like just like that. I don't know. I love that line and just like shit.
Yeah, well, I know. Same thing like Will Ferrell. You wouldn't really expect Will Ferrell to be a sports movie, but I mean, hey, figure
Yeah.
skating counts.
I learned a lot of I really hadn't heard of any like skating terms or anything, ice skating terms or like anything until that movie, like because they had announcers and stuff like, and they had like actual moves and stuff. So,
Yeah, plus
Yeah,
it
it
has
was-
the iconic nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, so that movie was really funny, and I mean, it's, I don't see a lot of skating, so
Yeah.
for that to be in a movie and me to actually enjoy it, I thought that was
All right,
so-
you're back to back here.
that's right. I could go a lot of ways. I'm gonna go the Sandlot.
Fuck!
Obviously, I mean, a lot of people have seen it. Some people say like they didn't like it at all. Like they said, it's like one of those overrated movies of all time.
What?
I don't agree with that at all. But I just think it's iconic. And obviously, "You're Killing Me, Smalls." Of course, everyone knows that line.
Yeah.
And the beat. I mean, it's just a great movie. It's a great baseball movie, and it's just a bunch of kids, hanging out, like having a good time. Like, I think it's like it shows. Like, I mean, it kind of reminds us of what we did as kids too. So, a lot of reasons for that to be a great movie, and one of the reasons I love it. So,
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Sandlot. That's a good pick. Elijah's been getting jibbed, bro.
Dude,
yeah.
that was I was just so ready to say Sandlot at that moment. Nothing's more American than the 4th of July scene when they play baseball by lighting the field up with fireworks. So I'm a little salty about that. But I'm gonna go with another iconic movie. I'm gonna double dip into the sport of golf, and I'm gonna go with Caddyshack.
Good,
Nice.
good pick.
That was my next pick, Jaw.
I like that. I
So-
forgot I got to type it. I haven't seen that movie in forever, bro.
That movie's so funny.
Somebody stood on the duck.
Yeah.
All right. So I had my notes of like my movies that I was picking from. I had them organized in like tier 1, tier 2. So I passed on this the last few rounds, but I had this in my tier 1 movies. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. Same thing with Elijah. I'm going to double dip in sports here. I'm going with another basketball movie, Glory Road. It's iconic. The story behind it is amazing. It's just such a good movie, bro. The acting in it, everything about it is so good. Got to add it to my list.
Good pick. So my last pick, I'm gonna go with a golf movie too, like Jaw. I'm going with The Greatest Game Ever Played
Okay.
Oh.
with Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
The scene at the end where he's sitting there winning and his dad is like on the course and he sees him and finally gives him the approval he needed. It was so good. Brings tears to the viewer's eyes.
That's another one I need to watch. I haven't watched that one before.
Yeah, that one's so good. That one, if you're either want to watch a golf movie you haven't seen, either watch that one or The Legend of Badger Vance to go into.
Yeah, Bagger Vance with Will Smith and Matt Damon.
Really?
Good one.
Yo,
Another,
yo.
another
Go
good
ahead.
golf movie too is Tin Cup with Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all want to add a bonus round? Fuck it.
Sure, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Y'all got. I mean, I got more. Let's do it. Fuck. Will, you can go ahead. Snake. We'll do a snake draft.
Okay, I'm going with The Longest Yard, but I don't know if I'm gonna get hate on this, but the new version one with Adam Sandler.
The Adam Sandler one. I like that. I like that movie.
Dude, I think
I don't
it's
know
so-
why I get shit on so bad. It's so hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. But like all the old men, like my dad's like the old one's way better than the new one. Like it's just not the same movie. It's I don't know, man. I've watched both, and I thought the new one was way funnier. But the old one's funny, but like it's kind of slow. It's not the same.
I don't even think I've seen the old one before. I've only watched the Adam Sandler version.
It's not very good. Don't waste your time.
I mean, the Adam Sandler one's iconic too.
Watch
So
Founders instead, because you'll love that movie.
okay, yeah, that will be on my to-do list.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with for my last one. I'm gonna spoil it. I'm between Mighty Ducks and Basketball. These are two really good movies. With very different genres, though.
There are different genres.
Very different genres.
You got a
I
lot
think-
of comedies. Well, I guess you have more serious movies than comedies.
Yeah, I'm like 3 and 2 right now. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Mighty Ducks just because I think it's a little bit more iconic. Great movie, great story.
Yeah.
Not much else to say about that.
Okay, so I'm really torn right now if I want to go with Warrior, the game plan with Dwayne the Rock Johnson, the one,
Ah,
or if I want to go with White Men Can't Jump.
Those are good choices.
Tough, man. I think, God, man, because I'm gonna go with the game plan because she bedazzles his football. I hate to go against my.
because she's bad
yeah,
now.
how dare you disrespect Woody?
I know I was about to say it's hard for me to go against Woody, my boy Woody, but that movie's hilarious. So I'm going with that.
All right, Cole. Finish us off.
So I am going to go with Like Mike.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
With Bow Wow. He was the main star, and the guy from Stuart Little, the kid from Stuart Little.
Yeah,
forget
the
his
little
name.
blonde kid.
Yeah. It's actually a great movie, and there were a ton of NBA, like a ridiculous amount of like really good NBA players in it. Like
Yeah, it
Vince
was
Carter
fun to
in
watch.
it, Michael Finley, Allen Iverson, Jason Kidd, McGrady, Dirk, Gary Payton. I mean, it was loaded. Like, and like they actually like had like roles and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's if you guys haven't seen it, the kid is in an orphanage, and he finds or there's a lightning, like a rainstorm, and there's a pair of Jordans on like a telephone line, and like lightning strikes it, and he becomes or his shoes, and he becomes really good at basketball, and so then like he gets offered a contract and stuff, and so like he plays with like he plays on an NBA team and stuff. So
Yeah, like as
just
a
good
kid.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
it's classic. And then there's there's a bad guy trying to steal the shoes that make him good and
that's
everything.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, that is our sports movie draft results. I am very curious to know what everybody thinks. If you guys have been watching this, please leave a comment who you think has the best overall sports movie roster. We're going to post this on our Twitter, put it on our Instagram and everything. Hopefully we'll put together a little bit of a graphic for it instead of, because we had to Google Doc it. This was a little bit last minute. This is big league, okay? We Google Doc things here. But yeah, so this is our results.
I just realized I forgot to draft Space Jam.
I was wondering why nobody took it. I was thinking about drafting Space Jam 2 just to piss Elijah off.
That movie.
I was
What
gonna.
I'm talking about
Do you not like it too, Will?
Space Jam 2.
Fuck you.
What do you
Get
mean?
out of
one-
here, bro.
The first one was definitely better.
LeBron James didn't even. He wasn't even the MVP of that game.
Okay, you're right about that, but you're wrong about the movie itself, okay?
No.
It was dog water.
Brian, I watched the first one after the second one, so I'm like, let's just compare and contrast. And the first one was definitely better. Like, I'm sorry, like it just
I did it like that too, and I don't know. I just thought the second one was better.
no. So I also like the reason the first one I think was also better was because I feel like the NBA players were more involved compared to Space Jam 2, where it was just like I feel like they were barely in it. Like they're just where voices were used, you know. But like in Space Jam 1, like
I do wish they had a bigger part. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like Clay's hilarious. Like I feel like he should have been in it more, you know. Or like
Yeah,
any
same
of
with
those,
like
I
Anthony
feel
Davis and everything.
But I feel so I feel like Charles Barkley and Larry Bird and stuff were hilarious in the first, like in the original Space Jam, and
Yeah,
all those
Bill
guys.
Murray.
So
Bill Murray, dude. Bill Murray stole the
Yeah.
show in the beginning half of that movie.
and Bill Murray.
All right, we got a comment here that says Cole or Ryan, in my opinion, has the best draft. That is just one person, of course, but
Dude, you were just reading the comments and pandering to him. You picked like two of the movies that he commented that he wanted to get picked.
okay, I didn't read the comments until now, so let's calm the fuck down, okay? You
Hey,
want to
Ryan,
look at
who's
my
not-
list? You want to look at my
saying,
list, bro?
I'm just saying. He said somebody better pick Waterboy. Right after he commented that, you picked Waterboy,
You
and he
can't
said somebody
see it,
better
bro.
comment.
Ryan,
Road to
who commented?
Glory.
Who commented?
Brad-
Who was the person that commented on that
Bradley
said it was me
Jackson.
or you?
Bradley
Bradley
Jackson,
Jackson.
Steve Waterboy. should
Thank
be
you,
the-
Bradley, for nominating my list as a potential winner.
Waterboy's not a first round pick, Brad. It's not a first round pick.
It's not a first round pick.
It's
No,
definitely a
no
second round, though. Definitely a second round.
Second round has value in the second round.
Fair. That's fair.
All right, let's switch gears. While we have you guys, we're all TCU, we're all Big 12. Let's talk about the collapse of the Big 12, essentially. You know, Oklahoma, Texas, they're both leaving. Everything's gone to shit. The college football world is turned upside down. Nobody really knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks. But yeah, I just want to talk about it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I think Texas is going to get sklounced. I don't understand why they're leaving. I mean, like the SEC, like TCU, we were beating them.
Yeah.
And they go to they think they're going to do something. The SEC is just dumb. Oklahoma, I mean, like they're a great football team and stuff like that. I just don't understand why they're leaving either. I don't understand why people could just leave to go to the SEC. I don't know how that makes sense. Like,
It is weird. It's like the NCAA, there's no governing body per se that dictates or controls the conferences and can oversee who goes where and stuff. So nobody can really veto this. And the NCAA instructs schools to act out of their own self-interest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's what they're doing. They're chasing a check right now.
exactly what they're doing, I think.
It's just making me think of that video where the lady's like, President Trump, please help us.
Yeah.
But no, what I said last week on our emergency meeting, I really think that this is exactly what it was like when Europe was going through the whole Super League thing. And that's pretty much what we're going to gravitate towards. And I feel so much, I empathize with them so much, and I understand why they were so angry, because this sucks. This whole super conference deal. Like, I don't want this. I like that Big 12 plays a different brand of football than the Pac-12 or even, the SEC. I like going to SEC to watch defensive-minded games. I like going to Big 10 because it's a little bit of both. And it's a grinded out running style of football. So, like, one of the things like I love is that you can go to get a different brand of football for each league. And now with the Super League, it's just going to be one big NFL type thing. And it's just, I don't know. Like we come to college football for different reasons than what the NFL is. And it's pretty much just going to turn and mimic the same product. And I don't want that.
I think it depends too on, like, right now the SEC will be moving to 16 teams, and so that's a fat conference. But
Holy shit.
if the rest of if the Big 12 does completely dissolve and it is just the Pac-12, the SEC, Big 10, and the ACC, and they all end up adding schools to reach 16 teams, then maybe that could work. Maybe it wouldn't be as Super League style. But now there have been talks that the SEC is seriously in contact with Ohio State, Clemson, Florida State, and Michigan to form a 20-team conference.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the who actually wants this as a real fan is what I want to know.
I write for Frogs of War. It's like the SB Nation TCU subdivision, right? And so they separated themselves now from UT. And the UT guys, they wrote an article that was basically saying, like, this is amazing for UT. Our football program is gonna be the top of the top. We're gonna make so much money. And then they ended the article by saying, good riddance, goodbye. So that's like just the most Texas shit ever. They're basically taking no blame for this and just letting the other schools do what they got to do.
I actually do think that they will get better. It happened with A&M. I mean, A&M got better. But for the first couple of years, they're going to get their shit wrecked. But I can't help but like argue the fact that they probably will get better because they're an SEC school. I hope not, because I'm mad at them, but facts are facts.
Yeah, I mean, they have in the last decade, UT has more losses to Kansas than they do Big 12 title game appearances. So not much going on there. Whereas Oklahoma, I do think it's kind of ironic how everybody's excusing Oklahoma because they're fucking good. I mean, Oklahoma's won 6 Big 12 titles in a row. So I guess it makes sense for them to want to go play with the SEC big dogs. But, dude, this is – I don't understand, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, Oklahoma's going to go to an 8-win team in the SEC their first year. They're going to go from running the table in the Big 12 to just being another, face in the crowd in the SEC.
Honestly, I disagree. I think Oklahoma – I think right now Oklahoma is a top 3 program in the country.
No, I think that way because look at what they've done every time they go to the college football playoff. They lose in the semifinal. Every year they've been 3-4 times. They get their shit wrecked every single time.
I think only twice, but yeah. You're right. I mean, you're right. The SEC is clearly the better conference.
They've been 3.
Really?
They went with Baker, Jalen Hurts, and Kyler.
Okay.
Right? Did they go with Jalen Hurts?
I'm honestly not 100%. Yeah. Okay.
No, they went with Baker twice because they faced Clemson the first time they went, got their shit wrecked. They faced Georgia, got beaten overtime, and then they faced Bama with Kyler, I think, and got sklounced. So, I mean, it's just they're not going to be able to compete those first couple of years. They're going to win, 6 to 8 games. They'll beat up on the lesser teams like Kentucky and Vanderbilt and Missouri. But other than that, they're really not going to stand out that much.
Yeah, what do you guys think like the best case scenario is?
TCU comes out on top, Big 12, and we tell all the other teams that left to go fuck themselves.
No, I mean like for the realignment and everything. Like, do you want to see the 16-team conferences?
Oh no, I want to see like the normal, like what it normally is. I mean, I think 16 teams is too big, and I think it just like makes things awkward and kind of unfair in some way. Just for the teams in that league in general. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know enough about college football, but like it just seems like having one conference that's like that and having other conferences the same way, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't align right.
Yeah.
I actually look forward to like playing every team each year, So, you can't fit all the teams in your conference in your schedule.
Yeah.
If you expand it to 16, unless they expand the schedule, which I mean I doubt they'll do. So I like the way things are. I mean, I also don't. I mean, I guess Texas thinks they've arrived or something to make them think they can go to the SEC.
I always think they're back, bro.
Oklahoma, I guess, has the case, but even then, like, I feel like they would want. I don't know why they'd want. I don't get it, but we'll see. And TCU, I mean, it helps TCU if they leave because then they'll just be better. But
if TCU gets out, as long as TCU stays at least in like the Pac-12 or something, they'll be fine. because I mean, if you look at the annual revenue, the Big 12 is pulling in nearly $40 million a year just for football alone, whereas the Mountain West and the American Athletic Conference, they're pulling in $5 million. So nowhere near the same. It would destroy TCU sports if they drop down a conference.
Yeah.
So that best case scenario for that is they just need to get the hell out if the Big 12 is really dissolving. But today, like a few hours before we started recording, the Big 12 conference filed a cease and desist against ESPN because now there are apparently rumors that ESPN contacted Big 12 schools urging them to leave the conference, which would blow everything up. Because ESPN is going to make way more money with Texas and OU in the SEC.
Yeah. And yeah, ESPN's. Oh, go ahead, Will.
No, I just was saying I don't know that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, ESPN's going to try and play their hand to make the most money possible in this situation. I think that they were doing this a little bit of this fuckery the last time there's some major realignment with Missouri and A&M and all that. Another thing too is that I hope that a lot of Big 12 schools, like the major ones outside of UT and OU, go to the Pac-12. I think that'd probably be the best case scenario because then it would be, just four powerful, like the Power Four, and then it wouldn't be as bad as one Super League, and I could sleep at the end of the day with that.
Yeah.
And another thing too is that I think that TCU has a very real connection to the Pac-12 with it being a West Coast conference, and like almost half of our student population is from California. I mean, you two guys are both from California, right? Yeah. And so, I mean, there's a real connection for the Pac-12 to want TCU there. Also, too, our academics are good, and Pac-12 prides itself on being an academic school. Sorry, Texas Tech. I think you're going to have to try your luck with the American Conference because you guys aren't going to cut it. So there's really a lot to think about going forward. I hate that UT and OU are doing this. I think it's so greedy, but there's nothing we can really do about it. And this we just got to kind of find another path going forward. And another thing too, I'm really laughing about this is I really thought the Sark hire for UT was really good. And now that they're going to the SEC, I think it's just irrelevant. Just another Saban assistant in the SEC who's going to just
get
just gonna, just go all over them. So
yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot still up in the air. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. If TCU goes to the Pac-12, that'd be like away games would be like an excuse to visit family for you guys and stuff, like all the California students. Plus, bro, away games in the Rose Bowl Stadium, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That would be sick.
All right. Well, we appreciate both you guys coming on, doing this movie draft. It was something a little bit different. Hope you both enjoyed it. I know that was fun. I want to post the results, see what more people think on our social media and everything, and I'll let you guys know the results. I'll post like a poll and get people to vote on who was the best.
Yeah, stream it. Have us on.
All righty. Yep. Appreciate it and have a nice day.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Why did I say have a fucking nice day, bro? I don't know what to say whenever I say bye, bro. I'm just like, hey, okay.
enjoy your meal. You too.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that, bro.
We should do more drafts though before football season starts.
Yeah, definitely. Some hypothetical shit. That was a lot of fun.
We'll definitely do probably another fantasy draft too. We got 11 out of 12 in the league now.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, go ahead and tell them about it again.
Yeah. So again, we announced last week we're gonna have a fantasy league with podcasts only. Each team will be a group of co-hosts controlling their team together. So me and Ryan will control the team together. And so far we have 11 podcasts, and so it's not going to be that hard to find one last podcast. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a way to get more people onto our show and then potentially us going to their shows. I don't know. It's their show, so they're going to decide to do that. I know for me and Ryan, we'll probably have a couple of guys on. Yeah, for sure. So I think it'll be some good content, some good fun.
Yeah, as long as they can talk and draft, and they're not just going to be like on their PC, trying to look up answers and everything.
Well, yeah. So they're podcast hosts of their own, so hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully.
I don't know. I just found these guys on Twitter, so who knows?
That's true. We don't know what we're getting into.
I'm sure they're all great. A lot of them look like they have really good shows. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, and they've been chill talking to them and stuff through DMs and everything.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So, in other news, the Cleveland Indians are now the Cleveland Guardians. And I know you're not a fan of this, and I want to hear why.
I don't hate it. I'm not gonna say I hate it. It's like terrible. I just think it's just generic. Like I'm just not. It's not inspiring. Although I will say that my opinion got a little better about it when I found out that apparently there's like a bridge into Cleveland, and there's like 2 statues on either side, and those are called like the Guardian statues. So that's one of the reasons. So I thought that was really cool. But outside of that, I mean, all in all, it's just a generic ass name. Like it just looks like one of those teams when you go on Madden and you relocate like the fucking Jaguars or something to a different team. It's like one of those like right next to like the Knights or name another generic ass name for a sports team.
Wildcats, Tigers.
I mean, you know,
Eagles, Hawks.
Eagles, Hawks.
Any bird, any kind of bird.
Any bird. Wildcats. Fuck, I should have picked High School Musical.
Oh, dude, that is a sports movie, bro.
God damn it.
That's funny.
Oh well.
Well, dude, yeah, there's so many generic, like a lot of people were really complaining about that, just how basic it is. But if you think about it, there are so many generic names in sports. I mean, the Browns.
History.
You're right, I guess. But I mean, the Browns, the Reds, those are literally colors. The Cowboys is pretty basic. Tigers. Cowboys is pretty basic.
It's in Texas. It has geographic meaning.
Okay, Tigers, Panthers, Eagles. I don't know. They're just all pretty basic. There's a lot of basic names in sports. So I think it's perfect, honestly. I'm very surprised that there has not been a Guardians sports team before this. I
don't know. That's actually there's the XFL Guardians.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
So I don't know. I dislike it for a lot of the same reasons why I didn't want the Washington football team to change their name to the Warriors, just because like it's just basic. Like I don't know. Like
I want Washington to be the Red Tails. That's what
that would be cool. I want them to be the Red Wolves.
That would also be cool. Yeah,
that would be sick. So, but they're probably not going to come up with a name for another while. Why is it taking so long?
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I get it with all the branding aspects. You have to completely change everything, like trademarks and all that. But I mean, Cleveland seemed to do it within like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this has been under wraps. I even think before the civil unrest from last summer that this was already, they've been preparing for this. And I guess that was like the final straw where they were like, we need to do, because I think, so it would have been my freshman year of college in 2018 that they announced that they were phasing out the Chief Wahoo, which was the most racist fucking logo you could ever see. So this has been happening for a while.
Yeah.
So they've been preparing for it, but it's just kind of like the font was basic. The logo was just a baseball with wings. I'm like, really? So
yeah, the logo looks pretty lame. It looks like a Dayton Flyers logo with a baseball smacked in there.
I think this means that Cleveland is officially the most boring sports town in the U.S.
I wouldn't disagree.
It's have
just one of the most boring towns in general.
In general, they have the Browns. They have
the Reds.
That's Ohio.
That's Cincinnati. That's Cincinnati.
So
sorry,
it's just the state of Ohio.
They have the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers, the Cavs, which are men on horses.
Pretty basic.
Yeah. So, and then the fucking Guardians. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, but then again, how eccentric really can you get with sports names? I mean, if you look at some of the minor league teams, though, their names are really funny. There's one baseball team that's like the Sock Puppets, bro. Yeah,
the Iron Pigs.
Yeah,
the list goes on and on and on with those. But I don't know. I just like it when I like it when sports teams have very deep-rooted names. Or teams to like their geographic location. The Ravens are called the Ravens because Baltimore is called like the Raven City because of Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah,
and the poem The Raven. Like that's awesome. That's cool.
That is cool. I like that.
The Mavericks for being it has to do with like the Old West and that being a horse.
A lot of colleges do that more, like historical names. Like even like Oklahoma, the Sooners is because of like the people immigrated from Texas to Oklahoma first, whatnot. I think another good one too, as much as I hate the Yankees is an awesome name.
The 49ers.
Yeah, that is a really
is-
specific
That
one.
is really, it's so great. So that's kind of why it's like this could literally any team in the entire country could be called
the Guardians.
The Guardians. Like,
yeah, you're right. I just think it's better than the Indians. So
even the Giants, which sounds like a generic name, but the Giants of New York is referencing to like the skyscrapers of New York.
Yeah, and it being a city and everything.
Yeah, being a giant city. So
where did the Jets come from, though?
A pit of despair.
Oh, I thought that was going down a different path.
No, I have no idea. Oh my God, Ryan!
No, I was just thinking planes, bro. I don't know.
Oh, dude.
We're not gonna say it. We'll let people infer.
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Oh God. But I think anyway, we'll switch gears. One of my favorite names is a minor league team. Have you seen them on TikTok? They've been blown up recently. The Savannah Bananas.
Savannah, Georgia.
I think so. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they are like all yellowed out uniforms and everything.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are ugly as hell.
They wear like yellow and black plaid kilts and stuff sometimes, bro. But their TikTok is electric, bro. One guy posted a video, or he literally was walking up to bat with the microphone, like, and next up to bat, coming out of the University of North Georgia, and he was just hyping himself up, and it was, I don't know, it was just pretty cool. But I think their TikTok though, as weird as it is and everything, I think it could do really good things for baseball. I mean, it's attracting a much younger audience to the sport, even though it is minor league. But I mean, it could do something. They're pretty funny guys. So
yeah, I've seen a good amount of minor league TikTok. So that'd be really great for minor leagues because it's basically dead right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because nobody goes to minor league games anymore. They'll just make the commute to the nearest major league team. So yeah, I'd be all for it.
Yeah. And you got anything else on the Indians and their name change?
Nah, I just wish it was less generic.
Oh, actually, one thing I did love their announcement video though, because it was narrated by Tom Hanks, and I mean, who doesn't love Tom Hanks? So that was pretty cool.
Well,
yeah. All right, let's hit some love it or loathe it. All right, we got love it or loathe it banners. If y'all don't know by now, love it or loathe it. This is how we end most of our episodes. We just fire off whatever's happening in sports. We try to go through them really quickly. If we love it, we'll stop, talk about it for a little bit. If we loathe it, we will just say that and move on and get through these as quickly as possible. All right. I'll go ahead and take the first three, Elijah.
Let's do it.
All right. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I blinked out.
Not good.
Okay. Grizzlies trade Jonas Valanciunas for the number 17 overall and the number 150 overall pick in exchange for Eric Bledsoe, Steven Adams, the number 10 pick, and the number 40 pick, and a protected 22 first-round pick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I love it in the sense that I think Steven Adams is great veteran leadership. He's a good big man. Eric Bledsoe, he's also a little bit older, could provide some help at the guard position for John Morant and Desmond Bane. I mean, I think he's slept on too, so that could help. But at the same time, I loathe it because Jonas Valanciunas is a pretty athletic big man, something that they could use, and I think Jonas probably would have continued to develop a little bit more. But I think this is weird with the picks and everything, so I don't really know what to think of it. So both love it and loathe it.
Got it. Tate Martell announces transfer to UNLV. Nuts.
I love this one. Tate Martell, if you don't know, he is probably the most famous backup quarterback to ever play college football. He went to Bishop Gorman High School in Las Vegas. He was a really highly touted recruit. Same recruiting class as Tua Tagovailoa. He was only one rank below him. He ended up committing to Ohio State, wound up in the same locker room as Joe Burrow, JT Barrett, Dwayne Haskins. So obviously there's some competition. He didn't win out, transfers to Miami. No, actually, of course, Justin Fields came after that. Transfers to Miami, doesn't make it at Miami because Derek King comes. Then he loses the starting position to a redshirt freshman, gets suspended from the team after partying and some shit, and now he's transferring to UNLV. It's a crazy ride. I don't understand how he still has eligibility. He has 2 years left to play. Meanwhile, Tua is entering his second year in the NFL, and they were in the same recruiting class. It's just his story, his journey is chaotic, and I love it. I hope he balls out at UNLV.
Yeah, I do too. I'd be looking forward to watching him.
Yeah, because he'll definitely get reps there.
Oh, 100%. He's going to play.
Yeah,
He's my age.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Xavier Howard requests trade from Dolphins after failed contract talks.
I loathe this. I think Xavier Howard's one of the best defensive backs in the NFL. So I think the Dolphins are an up-and-coming team right now. This is going to be a big hit for them. I know they couldn't really agree on a contract, but I would have liked to see Howard stay in Miami.
All right.
All righty. Up to you. We got the number 1 overall recruit, Quinn Ewers, and he's also an Ohio State commit, is considering skipping his senior year in high school to enroll in Ohio State early, which would land him a 7-figure name, image, and likeness deal.
I love it. Man, did we grossly underestimate the NIL and what it would be.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is a guy that decommitted from UT and went to Ohio State. So he's the number 1 overall recruit of not just quarterbacks, but everyone, right?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
He's like the highest touted recruit since Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, yeah. So this will be fucking people, man. Holy shit, I can't believe they're inking these kids these kind of deals. But I wonder how some of these fat deals are going to pay out for the people that are paying them.
That's true, because if Quinn Ewers, bro, what if he just is a huge bust? You know?
That's true.
It's total possibility.
I wonder, and think about the pressure this is putting on 18-year-olds. I mean, you talk about 23-year-olds that enter in the league with a rookie contract. What about 18-year-olds that just graduated high school?
Bro, if he skips his senior year, he could be 17 playing at Ohio State. That's wild in of itself, bro.
It's
but
just nuts. That's just nuts.
These NIL deals are crazy.
Yeah, love it.
All right. Philadelphia 76ers current asking price for Ben Simmons is said to be a Harden-esque price, according to Woj.
I love this. What team is going to pay that after Ben Simmons did what he did in those playoffs?
Nobody in their right mind.
His value is so low. Maybe, God, they should have traded. They should have traded Simmons for Harden when that was a thing. At the beginning of the NBA season last year. Just what a fuck up.
I think their best route now is to wait until closer to trade deadline during the season and just hope he plays. Yeah.
Just hope that he plays. I've heard that too. Is that he'll be better in the regular season because his weaknesses aren't magnified in the 7-game series, and then
that's true.
Yeah. So then, and he's good over the course of a season. It's just when you put him in a bubble and magnify him in a 7-game season, you just can't. The no jump shot thing just kills you.
Yeah, and just no real perimeter offense whatsoever in general. But last but not least, the New York Yankees acquired Joey Gallo from the Rangers 2 days before the MLB trade deadline.
I love that. We already went into this a little bit. I'm pretty sad. So,
yeah, it's fair to be sad. It's a sad day for Rangers fans. Otherwise, we signed Jack Leiter, the pitcher. He's supposed to be really good. So,
sir, hopefully
that could be something. Yeah.
Apparently, in our trade package for Gallo too, we got more bulk than it's said to be an old school package. So we went for quantity over quality. So I guess we got like solid guys, like 4 of them. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
I don't really have any faith in the Rangers, so I would want to see him win first.
I mean, it's not like we were gonna get any better this year. So,
hey, the beginning of the year started off okay. It was like there was like 16 and 17.
Yeah, we were better than I thought we were gonna be at first, and then it just like every year since we've gotten Chris Woodward, like one of them starts like, hey, we're not good, but we don't suck as much as we thought, and then gets to a point where like we are so bad.
Yeah, that's the point we're at right now. Like, what's the record? I think like 35 and 68 or something.
Yeah, we're either the worst or the second worst team in baseball. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's fun.
Hey, number 1 overall pick, baby.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Give it to me, whoever that's going to be. Can't wait to see him in 6 years.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I mean, if it's a number 1 overall pick, he may go right straight to the league.
I don't know, dude. Baseball, they get disappeared no matter who they are.
That's true.
I'll be fucking 30 by the time we see the guys in the Gallo trade come up.
Yeah, hopefully we see Jack Leiter soon.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be
Right.
next level though. But yeah.
I hope so.
All right. That's going to be it for this week's episode. Thank you all for tuning in. We did something a little bit different with that draft. We're probably going to do some more drafts with other things other than sports movies in the future. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Same time, same place next week. Hopefully we'll start on time next time. But yeah, thanks for listening.